Hey, how's my hair looking? So today I'm going to give you some quick thoughts on the G7X Mark II. So this camera was bought in by Nelson the other day, and he is quite eager to use it. So he's asked me to quickly put up some thoughts of what I think of the camera before he starts using it. Because if I think it's shit, he's not going to use it. No, that's a lie. No, he just bought the camera because he needs something quite small and compact, and something he can just take out, pull out, take a photo, and done. That's it. You know, no faffing about. Not a big camera, so it's like, I need to change my lens. I need to change the aperture. I need to do this. No, everything on auto, like it is right now. I'm filming on the G7X. Everything on auto. And just let the camera do its job and enjoy the moment, so that if you're walking past a herd of cows, because that's what you do on a Saturday, then you can just go like, camera's out, taking a shot of all the cows in the world, put it back in, that's it. You haven't lost a moment, and I think that's why he's got the camera, so he can take photos of really quick moving things, I guess. So the Mark II is a slight improvement over Mark I. It has a better processor inside, and the one thing I really like is the ring. So the aperture and the focus and the zoom ring, the multiple usage that it has. It's got a step meter now, so you can either have it as a step ring, so it will click, or you can have it as a smooth ring, and all you have to do is just like change a little click, and it will either be a step ring or a smooth ring. And I think that's really cool. That's probably the only cool thing that they've improved from the last camera. The grip is really good. It takes really good photos. Its autofocus is really awesome. And the one thing I think this camera is for vlogging. Now, I don't think it's for serious vloggers, because they require Rode microphones and great quality sound alongside photos, because they not only do they look beautiful, they also sound beautiful. How the fuck do they do that? I mean, yeah, so I don't think it's for them. It's for people who are just interested or just starting out, and I'm not worried as much about the sound, because they'll just be indoors and all they need is to see themselves, because it's got the rotating screen, so I can see myself, unlike the times where I've tried to use this camera and had to do the back and forth to figure out whether the camera is looking at me or not, and then filming and then saying, hey, how's everyone doing, and then realizing, oh shit, the camera's actually not on me. So yeah, so that's what this is for. I think it's for vloggers who are starting out, or actually, photographers who like Nelson, who just want to live in the moment, because that's what it's about. Live in the moment, and take photos of herds of cows or whatever else that you want to do. So yeah, that's the camera. It's reasonably cheap. Secondhand you can get it for £300-400, £600-700 brand new. So it doesn't break the bank, in my opinion. In comparison, if you look at the Sony RX Mark IV and 5 is like ridiculously expensive. 4 is reasonable. It's not that expensive. But I say not that, it's around £800 brand new, and secondhand probably going to cost you £600-700 anyway. So those cameras, this is what it's competing against, and it does a reasonably good job in my opinion. I'm already really liking this camera because I can see myself, and that's what I like. I just like to see myself when I'm filming, and this does a great job of that. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go out and do a little walk vlog. I don't know what they're called, what people call them. I don't have a skateboard. Even if I did, I'm shit at it, so I'm not going to try and do that. I'm not going to go on a bike and try and use this. My rig is pretty terrible. I mean, I'll actually show you the rig that I'm trying to use. It's gonna be, I don't have a gorilla pod or anything. I have a fucking tripod, and this is the top of the tripod with the ball head, and I'm just gonna use this, hold it far, and see how it goes. It's just a test. I want to test this out so that you guys can see what the quality is like when I'm walking, how close it is to my face, and how it keeps up with moving subject and doesn't focus in the background instead of me. So let's go outside, check it out, and then we can come back inside and do a quick recap and some thoughts, and then I can let you get back to your life. So I'm just about to head out from the space. Let's see how it does outside. There we go, that's your first shot of the real world. What do you think? You know, let me quickly lock up. Okay, so yeah, we're outside. I'm gonna quickly walk around to an alleyway because that's what I do. And let me know how the speakers sound as well, because I've heard it's quite windy outside. It actually isn't windy, I'm just walking and talking. Kind of just moving around. I really like the articulating screen and how easy it is for me to just move around and get the shot that I want. So yeah, this is a really nice walk right next to the office, where you get to see the canal and the rest of the city. So take it in, guys. You're not going to get a better view than this on YouTube. Unless you click on the other videos on the side. Let's zoom in. Wow, look how slowly this zooms in if you have the video on. Wow. What I mean is, can you see Canary Wharf in the background? Yeah, you can. Look at that. That's some. That's not the optical focus. That's like digital zooming. Ugh. Yeah, you don't want that. Let me do a little bit of a walk. Let's turn this around. Let's see how it is when when people are like vlogging and like, hey, this is me walking or potentially on a skateboard. How's my hair looking? It's great. I love this because I can look at my hair. I'm like, yeah, it's looking good. That's what this camera's for. And I really like how I can not just look at the lens, but actually just have a little bit of an eye on the screen up above, so I can see that I'm in shot and the shot is how I want it to be without actually losing touch with you guys. It is raining a bit. I think it's got a little bit of water protection. It's not waterproof, no, but it's pretty good. I don't have many fast-moving subjects around. The best I have is people running on the other side of the lake. So now that we're back in the house, I want to actually look at some of the photos. They look really nice. They look really sharp and enough saturation in there. And they look really natural, actually. That's what I actually want to say. They don't look unnatural to me. Canon have, always been known for their picture qualities alongside Nikon and Sony and everyone else. So yeah, I think the photos look really good. They look really sharp. The edges could be slightly sharper, I guess, but the sensor is absolutely sharp. And the photos look really nice. They all came out pretty quickly. The focusing is really quick. I don't think people will notice any slowness in focus. I didn't have any subjects that were really quick. I had some runners on the other side, which didn't really do the job in terms of how quickly you could focus. So yeah, that's about it. You've also seen how the camera and the video quality is outside. When you're walking, there's a little bit of jitteriness, and the quality of the microphone isn't great because there's some sound from the air. So yeah, that's the thing. Unfortunately, you can't do much about it. That's what you get with the camera. But if you're indoors and if you're thinking about just vlogging indoors to start with and taking a lot of photos outside, along with doing some videoing, but remembering that the quality of the microphone isn't great, then this camera is actually really good. For £300-400 second hand, you get a reasonably good quality camera, which does pretty much everything you want it to do, and it's a great starter kit. I think it's a really good starter kit. I'm thinking of maybe getting this, and that's surprising because this does a lot of things, but you don't realize how much an articulating screen can change your mind about certain shots and how to present things. So yeah, I really like this camera. If you're in the market for a camera and don't want to splash out thousands of pounds or £1,000, then look at this. This is a really good point and shoot. It does all the tricks. It has all the bells and whistles. So yeah, hope you have a good one. I hope you enjoyed this. It's the first time I'm doing something like this where I've shown just my face and not the camera. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. If not, then no, I'm just kidding. Actually do. And on that note, I'll see you in the next one.